Samsung has refreshed its fitness band range with the new Galaxy Fit 2. This sees a cut in cost. Yet does that mean a drop in quality or features? Features and design. The first Galaxy Fit in silver and the Fit 2 in dark. It's more an instance of head-to-head instead of complete redesign with the new design. Samsung has abandoned the metal encompass for the display and picked rather to mix it a lot nearer to the silicone strap. This most certainly gives the Fit 2 a superior stylish, however it implies that you lose the single home button that showed up on the first Fit. You can in any case get back to the home screen whenever, however, by tapping the software button in the lower part of the display. Similarly likewise with the Amazfit Band 5. Display. The AMOLED display itself has extended a bit, with the 0.95 in of the first supplanted by a 1.1 in board in the new model. A resolution of 126x294 probably won't appear to be much when contrasted with the figures we typically see on smartphones, yet it's near on ideal for a gadget of this size. Text is obviously characterized, colors are splendid, and everything looks great against the strong dark foundation. Strap. Tying down it to your wrist is a durable clasp, with the delicate silicone strap highlighting another pivoted design on the catch that makes it marginally more straightforward to secure its setup whenever you've taken care of the strap through the other opening. During my experience with the Galaxy Fit 2, I never experienced it coming free or sneaking off my wrist, in any event, during working out, which is similarly as it ought to be. Waterproofing. Samsung states that the tracker has an IP68 waterproof rating, meaning it will work in profundities of up to 5 atm or 50 meters, so you can take it swimming, kayaking, or into the shower. While I was unable to swim during the trial, because of the relative multitude of public showers being shut in the midst of the pandemic, I was out in more than one heavy Cornish deluge with the Galaxy Fit 2 and it didn't flutter an eyelid. In the event that this region is of specific significance to you, it would be worth additionally looking at best swimming trackers. Charger and sensors. Flipping the gadget over uncovers the optical pulse screen, close by the proprietary charging association. Samsung normally remembers the charger for the crate, yet the link is so short it's absurd. Except if you have a USB association right in front of you or bedside table, the Fit 2 will wind up on the floor, as it simply won't reach any place more than around 20 centimeters away from the power point. How anybody at Samsung thought this was really smart is impossible for me to understand. The exclusion of GPS implies you'll be dependent on the step counter to follow your developments, and the absence of an altimeter precludes acquiring any additional focuses for using the stairwell. You have Bluetooth 5.1 however, so the association with your phone ought to be strong. Performance and application. Similarly as with most fitness trackers nowadays, the Galaxy Fit 2 likewise functions as a going-with gadget for your smartphone, permitting you to control applications and get notifications. Interface and software. The controls on the actual band are straightforward to fit the little display. This implies that you'll have to become accustomed to the Galaxy Wearables application, as that is where the vast majority of the choices are found. In the application, you can change the watch face to one of the 70 on offer, plus reorder the various pages that host capabilities like pulse, climate, notifications, music controls, sleep tracking, and others. When you have things the manner in which you need them, exploring around the interface is only an instance of swiping left or right to move between capabilities, then out of control for more data. It's a simple-to-utilize framework, despite the fact that on the off chance that you decide to have loads of pages, you'll swipe a considerable amount. Fitness tracking. Similar as the first Galaxy Fit, the new form will naturally recognize your exercises with the goal that you don't miss recording an exercise essentially by neglecting to begin the clock. There are 5 sorts that it tracks: strolling, running, cycling, swimming, and other. The last option is something of a catch: everything except works, after all other options have been exhausted. This is less choices than those accessible on the first model. However, it ought to cover an adequate number of bases to make this a dependable device in your fitness munition stockpile. Being used, the tracker works effectively of distinguishing your efforts, observing advances, pulse, and the term of a meeting. Opening up the Going With application on your smartphone likewise provides you with the choice of setting focuses for every action, say, a specific time frame or number of calories consumed, that will flag the finish of the meeting. During my experience with the Galaxy Fit 2, I viewed the tracking as accurate and dependable, plus the programmed setting off was an extraordinary element, as I frequently neglected to begin the tracker physically prior to going out on a climb. Pulse checking. One of my principal objections about the first Galaxy Fit was the massively flighty pulse observing. The detailed numbers would make the most of the spot, and didn't turn out as expected with the BPM generally tracked down utilizing a scope of other fitness trackers. Fortunately, This is significantly better in the Fit 2, as the observing appeared to be a lot nearer to what I'd anticipate from my resting and practicing rates. You have the choice in the Galaxy Wearables application to one or the other track at different spans or consistently, despite the fact that remember that the last option will affect the battery duration. Sleep tracking. Sleep tracking is normally something of an extra in this sort of product. How accurate they are is easy to refute. Yet the Fit 2 can quantify development and pulse, so that ought to give you a few experiences into how serene your night's sleep might have been, as a method for checking the times you hit the sack and get up once more. The Galaxy Fit 2 is great as it tracks this naturally. Utilizing the information, it matches up to the Samsung Wellbeing application. I had the option to get a decent image of my typical sleep examples and how frustrating they are concerning my self-control. Every night is separated into the different sorts of sleep: REM, profound, light, and how frequently you were conscious. I wouldn't be guaranteed to depend on it. However, I found that evenings, when I didn't sleep that well, the tracker saw and recorded the disturbances. Notifications. You can likewise get notifications from an assortment of applications straightforwardly to the Fit 2, which can all be turned on or off through the Galaxy Wearables application. Plus, there's the capacity to send fast preset reactions to messages, WhatsApp, and other informing applications. Once more, these can be added or eliminated by means of the application. Music controls are likewise included, making it a dawdle to respite, play, or change the volume of any sound you're listening as well, whether it's on Perceptible, Spotify, or your most loved podcasting application. You'll likewise track down information that shows the climate, impending arrangements. Also, in these seasons of coronavirus, another update that advises you to clean up and provides a 25-second clock for when you do as such. Battery duration. Samsung claims a most extreme battery duration of 21 days of charge at a time, but quickly underlines that with as long as 15 days, with run-of-the-mill use, you could probably get that assuming you switch off the consistent pulse observing and a portion of the notifications. Yet with all that turned on, I routinely got something like 10 days, which is as yet magnificent. Finally, thanks for watching this video. See you again next time.